Unlocking Her Respect, a Stoic Guide to Magnetic Attraction. In the intricate dance of human connection, one truth resonates above all others. Respect is the bedrock of enduring attraction. It's the foundation upon which meaningful relationships are built, and without it, even the most intense passions are destined to crumble. But what does it truly mean to earn a woman's respect? And how can men cultivate the inner qualities that naturally command admiration? Today, we're diving deep into the art of magnetic attraction, exploring the key principles that transform men from being overlooked to being unforgettable, all while staying true to the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. This essay is not just about attraction, but it is about applying Stoicism to your life and the ways you can improve the quality of your connections. Earning a woman's respect isn't about superficial charm or chasing validation. It's about embodying a powerful presence rooted in self-worth, integrity, and unwavering confidence. It requires a shift in mindset, a transformation from seeking approval to commanding attention through actions, words, and an unshakable inner strength. But before we delve into the specifics, let's first understand the different types of respect that exist. 1. Grandfather versus emperor respect, the two pillars of perception. Respect, as it turns out, isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. It exists on a spectrum, ranging from the warm, familiar comfort of what we'll call grandfather respect to the commanding presence of emperor respect. Grandfather respect is the kind that lands you firmly in the friend zone, warm, familiar, and comforting, but ultimately lacking in spark. It's the kind of respect you might receive from a close family member or a longtime platonic friend. While valuable in its own right, it's not the kind of respect that ignites desire or inspires romantic attraction. On the other hand, emperor respect is the ultimate prize, a commanding presence that inspires admiration, attraction, and even a quiet awe. It's the respect given to men who seem larger than life, the ones she can't stop thinking about, the ones who possess an undeniable magnetism that draws others to them. The key, then, lies in understanding how to transition from the harmless, platonic grandfather respect to the powerful, magnetic emperor respect. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Respect, in this context, is not automatic. It's earned through deliberate actions and an unshakable mindset. Too many men attempt to gain respect through superficial gestures, being overly accommodating, relying on charm, or chasing validation. But these tactics often backfire, leaving them trapped in a cycle of seeking approval instead of commanding respect. The true key lies in embodying authority, much like a police officer who commands attention without raising his voice. People don't respect him because he demands it. They respect him because of his role, his confidence, and the quiet power he exudes. To earn emperor respect, you must embrace what Stoicism teaches about internal strength. In the modern world, this means setting boundaries unapologetically, standing firm in your values, and knowing your worth without seeking external affirmation. For example, when you text her, don't bombard her with messages trying to win her attention. Instead, craft your words with purpose. A single, well-thought-out message that exudes confidence and leaves her curious will have more impact than a dozen frantic texts. This aligns perfectly with Stoic principles. Less is often more, and the power of silence speaks volumes. The respect you're aiming for isn't rooted in fear, but in fascination. It's the kind of respect that makes her lean in, not pull away. Think of a lion in the wild. Its mere presence is commanding. It doesn't roar to get noticed. Its stillness and strength do all the talking. Similarly, when you embody the principles of Stoicism, calm, control, and clarity, you naturally draw others to you. What is Stoicism if not the art of mastering yourself so deeply that the world around you shifts in your favor? Moving from grandfather to emperor respect is about choosing to lead rather than follow. It's about living a life so grounded in purpose and confidence that respect becomes a natural byproduct. Whether it's the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, or even the way you handle setbacks, remember, respect isn't demanded. it's commanded. Master this one move, and you'll no longer just exist in her world. You'll reign over it. This moment is for to step into the role of the emperor, to become the man who leads with purpose and magnetism. You're mastering the art of commanding respect, not by chasing it, but by embodying it. 2. Building respect, power, and self. The foundation of lasting attraction. Respect isn't about forcing fear or controlling others. It's about standing firm in who you are and radiating an inner confidence that commands admiration. Power, in its truest form, stems from authenticity, keeping your hobbies, passions, and lifestyle intact without succumbing to the temptation of molding yourself into what someone else wants you to be. This isn't about being selfish. It's about self-respect. Consider this. If you choose to quit smoking, let it be a decision born from your own desire for better health, not just because someone asked you to change. Such decisions test the core of your values, and more often than not, women subconsciously look for this in a partner. They want someone strong in their convictions, someone who isn't swayed by the winds of approval seeking. If you find yourself changing your look, habits, or even your career solely to please someone else, you risk losing not just your individuality, but the respect of the very person you hope to impress. The key is balance. A woman should complement your life, not control it. She's not meant to reshape you, but to walk alongside you as an equal partner in your journey. This doesn't mean being combative or shutting down her suggestions. Instead, it means handling criticism or differing opinions with calm confidence. If she questions your choices, resist the urge to become defensive or argumentative. Show her the strength of stoicism by letting your actions prove your convictions. Words are fleeting, but a steady, unwavering demeanor leaves a lasting impression. In this way, you maintain not only respect, but also the elusive Stoic happiness, a state of being content and at peace with yourself regardless of external pressures. Think about the movies where the hero sacrifices everything for love. It may seem noble on the surface, but in real life, losing yourself for someone else is a recipe for disaster. Picture a man who gives up his passions, friendships, and ambitions for the sake of a relationship. Over time, resentment builds, and the foundation of that love crumbles because it was built on sacrifice rather than mutual respect. True respect comes from maintaining your sense of self and showing through your choices that you value your happiness just as much as you value the relationship. Ask yourself this. Are you making decisions in your life that reflect your true desires and values? Or are you seeking validation? How can you strike the balance between being a loving partner and staying true to who you are? These questions are critical because they help you uncover the habits that lead to Stoic happiness, a life where you're at peace with yourself, radiating confidence, and earning respect effortlessly. The lesson is simple yet profound. Respect starts with you. Stand firm in your principles, make decisions for yourself, and remember that a healthy relationship is one where both people grow together, not at the cost of one person's identity. When you embody this mindset, you not only gain respect, but also create a relationship dynamic that is deeply fulfilling for both partners. 3. The power of unnecessary apologies, protecting your self-respect. One of the simplest yet most profound lessons in life is this. Stop apologizing when there's no reason to do so. This isn't about arrogance or refusing to admit when you're wrong. It's about protecting your self-respect, maintaining your dignity, and embodying the Stoic mindset that defines high-value men. Too often, men fall into the trap of over-apologizing, thinking it will smooth things over, but unnecessary apologies can erode the respect she has for you faster than you realize. Remember, respect is not something you ask for. It's something you command through your actions, words, and unwavering confidence. Let's break this down. Imagine this scenario. She's upset over a small comment or misunderstanding, and you immediately rush to say, "I'm sorry," even though you've done nothing wrong. While this might feel like a quick fix, it subtly communicates insecurity. Instead of apologizing reflexively, take a moment to assess the situation. Ask yourself, have I truly done something that warrants an apology, Or is this an emotional reaction that doesn't require me to shrink myself to appease her? When you maintain your composure and avoid unnecessary apologies, you project strength, a quality that naturally attracts and sustains respect. Now, here's the golden rule. Only apologize when it truly matters. 3 situations help in deciding if an apology is needed. First, if she's upset over something trivial, say you teased her lightly and she didn't take it well, don't grovel. Instead, use humor to diffuse the tension. Tease her back playfully, make her laugh, and move on confidently. A lighthearted approach shows her that you are not rattled by small emotional waves. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Secondly, when you've made a small mistake, like forgetting her birthday or missing an important dinner, own it. Acknowledge it with a sincere, direct apology. Say, "I realize I missed something important to you, and I regret that." Then, give her the space to process, but don't grovel or over-explain. Excessive apologies weaken your presence. By staying calm and collected, you allow her to see that you're human, but you also hold on to your value. She'll come back to you, and when she does, she'll respect the way you handled the situation. Finally, let's talk about the big mistakes, the ones that truly test your character. If you've seriously messed up, like breaching her trust or causing deep hurt, this is where a heartfelt and thorough apology is non-negotiable. Take full accountability, express genuine remorse, and make amends with clear actions. In these moments, your ability to confront your flaws and work toward growth is what differentiates a high-value man from the rest. But even here, your apology should come from a place of strength, not desperation. As Epictetus wisely noted, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Own your actions, but don't lose your sense of self in the process. If you've done nothing wrong, stand your ground. Think about this. How often have you said sorry just to keep the peace, even when you weren't at fault? Each unnecessary apology chips away at your self-respect, and over time, it changes how others perceive you. Women are highly attuned to confidence, and nothing speaks louder than a man who knows his worth. When you practice the Stoic mindset, you learn to separate emotional reactions from logical responses. You gain clarity, composure, and the ability to lead, not follow, in your interactions. For the next time you feel the urge to apologize without reason, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, am I apologizing to fix something, or am I apologizing out of fear of her reaction? If it's the latter, resist the urge. Instead, focus on communicating clearly and calmly. When you speak with conviction, you show her that you're not just a man who reacts, you're a man who leads. Leadership isn't about dominance. It's about setting the tone for respect, trust, and understanding. Respect is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. Without it, no amount of love, attraction, or passion can sustain the connection, and respect begins with you. When you embody the qualities of a high-value man, confidence, composure, and a stoic attitude, you don't just earn her respect, you inspire her to elevate herself alongside you. 4. When she's wrong, maintaining your principles with grace and strength. In a world where respect often feels like a scarce commodity, mastering your emotional strength and maintaining your principles can instantly elevate your worth in the eyes of others, especially in relationships. When she makes a mistake or acts out of line, it's a test of your emotional fortitude and understanding of what Stoicism truly means. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is where the Stoic principle of emotional composure shines brightest. Reacting emotionally only diminishes your position, while calm, measured responses display a level of maturity that commands respect. For instance, if she's disrespectful or dismissive, resist the temptation to mirror her behavior. Instead, hold firm in your values and calmly address the issue without letting it disrupt your peace. Imagine this. She cancels a date at the last minute. Instead of pleading or showing frustration, a simple statement like, "You're ruining your chances with me," followed by silence, says more about your standards than any emotional outburst ever could. It's a subtle, stoic way of demonstrating self-respect without needing to explain it. The art of holding someone accountable is not about punishment, but about setting boundaries. Relationships thrive when mutual respect exists, and Stoicism teaches us that respect begins with the boundaries we establish. If she apologizes for a minor mistake, weigh her sincerity and decide whether her actions align with your principles. However, if the mistake is significant, like betrayal, walking away is not just an option, but a necessity. Forgiving a major transgression, such as infidelity, might seem noble on the surface, but in the realm of Stoic life lessons, it signals a lack of self-respect and will only lead to further loss of respect from her. Actions like these show her that your boundaries are not negotiable and your value is non-negotiable as well. Modern life constantly tempts us to let emotions dictate our reactions, especially in relationships. But what is Stoicism, if not the art of mastering oneself in the face of life's challenges? By staying calm, articulating your expectations clearly, and knowing when to walk away, you not only gain her respect, but also solidify your own self-worth. It's not about playing games or being aloof. It's about knowing your value and living in alignment with it. Each time you act with composure and clarity, you set an example that others can't help but respect. Remember, respect is earned, not demanded, and Stoicism provides the tools to achieve it. The next time you're faced with a situation where she's in the wrong, think of it as an opportunity to demonstrate the strength of your character. By calmly holding her accountable and knowing when to let go, you embody the essence of what it means to be a high-value man. Stay true to these Stoic life lessons, and you'll find that respect, both from her and from yourself, follows naturally. 5. The power of investment. Building a foundation of mutual effort. The concept of investment equals attraction equals respect is a powerful principle every man should understand, especially when striving to command the respect and admiration of a woman. Many men mistakenly believe that the more they give, lavish gifts, expensive dinners, constant attention, the more a woman will love and value them. While generosity and care have their place, the real magic lies not in what you give, but in what she invests in you. When a woman invests her time, emotions, and effort into a relationship, she becomes more attached and starts valuing what she has built. Think of it like a piggy bank. At first, it's just a container for loose change, but as you deposit more coins, it becomes something you're protective of, something you'd never want to lose. The same principle applies in relationships. When she has a stake in the connection, her respect for you grows, as does her fear of losing the bond she's nurtured. This doesn't mean you should manipulate or withhold affection. Rather, it's about finding balance and letting her play an active role in building the relationship. For instance, imagine a scenario from today's world of constant communication. If you're always the one texting first, always planning dates, and always offering solutions, she might feel overwhelmed or take you for granted. But if you step back and let her initiate a conversation or propose an idea for once, you'll notice a subtle yet profound shift. She begins to feel that her effort matters and that her actions contribute to the connection. This not only builds mutual respect, but also fosters Stoic happiness, a sense of contentment rooted in understanding and balance. A real-life example might help illustrate this. Picture a man who constantly gave and expected nothing in return. He thought his relentless giving would win her love. Over time, the woman grew distant, not because she was ungrateful, but because she felt no ownership in the relationship. Contrast this with another man who allowed the woman to contribute in her own ways, sharing her thoughts, planning special moments, or solving challenges together. This man found that her respect and admiration grew, as she now felt deeply invested in what they shared. This shift is a lesson in Stoicism. By embracing emotional independence and understanding the power of balance, You create a dynamic where both partners feel equally valued. Ask yourself, are you creating space for her to invest in you? Are you allowing her to take part in building the foundation of your relationship? Or are you trying to carry it all on your own? These questions are vital because respect and attraction thrive in mutual effort, not one-sided giving. By mastering this approach, you embody the Stoic ideals of self-awareness and control, enabling a connection that is rich in respect, admiration, and lasting intrigue. Let her invest. When she does, her attraction, respect, and commitment to you will soar. This is the foundation of Stoic happiness, knowing you've cultivated a relationship built on equality, effort, and balance. Remember, the strongest relationships aren't about what one person gives, but about what both build together. 6. The importance of consistency, a cornerstone of integrity. When it comes to earning respect and admiration, especially from women, one of the most powerful traits you can embody is consistency. Imagine this. You tell someone you're going to do something, and then you follow through every single time. What does that convey? It shows you are reliable, trustworthy, and a person of integrity. Qualities that not only make you a high-value man, but also set you apart in a world where many people fail to live up to their words. Consistency is not just about doing what you said you would. It's about creating a pattern of dependability that demonstrates strength of character and discipline. Think of a Stoic mindset, where actions speak louder than words. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This quote highlights that it's not enough to just have good intentions. You must act on them repeatedly and unwaveringly. Now, let's get deeper. Why is consistency so important in relationships, especially if you want to be respected instantly? The answer lies in psychology. Human beings crave stability, and when you show consistency, you provide a sense of security that people naturally gravitate toward. This is especially true for women, who often look for a partner they can rely on emotionally, mentally, and physically. If your actions align with your words every single time, it eliminates doubt and builds trust. And trust, as we know, is the foundation of respect. Without it, respect is impossible to cultivate. Are you someone who always delivers on your promises? Or do you let excuses get in the way? High-value men don't make excuses. They find ways to deliver results, no matter how challenging the circumstances. Picture a man who tells his partner he's working towards a promotion at work. Week after week, he puts in the hours, takes on challenging tasks, and shows progress. Eventually, he earns the promotion, proving that his words were not empty. His partner sees this and respects not just his work ethic, but also the consistency that led him to success. Contrast this with someone who talks about big plans, but never follows through. Which man do you think commands more respect? Women are naturally drawn to men who embody what it means to win. Stoic men who remain calm under pressure, stay focused on their goals, and show up consistently in all areas of life. Consistency isn't just about the big promises. It's about the little things, too. Do you call when you say you will? Do you show up on time? Do you keep your word when it comes to everyday commitments? These small acts of reliability compound over time, creating a powerful image of you as a man who can be trusted and respected. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Consistency isn't a one-time effort. It's a lifestyle, and it's the hallmark of a high-value man. Before you can demand respect from others, you must first respect yourself. This means setting high standards for your behavior and sticking to them, even when no one else is watching. A Stoic mindset teaches us to focus on what we can control, and one of the most important things you can control is your own actions. Are you disciplined in your habits? Do you stay committed to your goals, even when motivation fades? Remember, people notice the energy you bring to the table. And if you're someone who respects your own time and commitments, others will naturally follow suit. Consistency also plays a critical role in moments of adversity. Life isn't always easy, and how you handle challenges speaks volumes about your character. High-value men don't crumble under pressure. They remain steadfast, showing resilience and determination. This is where the Stoic mindset becomes your greatest asset. Instead of reacting emotionally or impulsively, you approach challenges with logic and composure. You become a rock that others can lean on, a trait that is universally respected. Women, in particular, admire a man who doesn't waver in the face of hardship because it shows strength, not just physical or financial, but emotional strength, which is far rarer and more valuable. Respect isn't something you can demand. It's something you earn through your actions, and consistency is the key that unlocks this respect. By showing up consistently in your words, actions, and character, you send a clear message. I am someone who can be trusted, someone who follows through, and someone who deserves admiration. This is how you become a high-value man and master the art of winning respect instantly. 7. The value of emotional independence, a cornerstone of attraction. True freedom lies in being independent of the opinions of others, said Marcus Aurelius. This wisdom is a cornerstone of Stoicism, and it holds a powerful secret to earning and maintaining respect in any relationship. Emotional independence. This single trait separates men who inspire admiration from those who merely seek validation. A man who is emotionally grounded and self-reliant commands a respect that cannot be feigned or forced. And this respect begins with a fundamental understanding of what is Stoicism and how its principles apply to modern relationships. Emotional independence is about mastering your inner world, not allowing your feelings to hinge entirely on external factors, especially on the presence or validation of someone else. For a man seeking respect, this means you must not let your happiness or self-worth depend solely on her attention, approval, or affection. Imagine this. You meet someone who radiates calm and confidence, whose life doesn't waver whether they are alone or surrounded by others. That unshakable strength inspires admiration. This is precisely the energy you need to embody. By anchoring yourself in your values, pursuing your passions, and nurturing your own goals, you demonstrate to her that your sense of worth is intrinsic, not contingent on her or anyone else. In doing so, you unconsciously communicate that while you value her, you do not rely on her to complete you. Stoicism teaches us the value of self-control and detachment. Just as the Stoics practiced temperance to achieve balance, you must cultivate emotional independence by maintaining hobbies, building meaningful friendships, and striving toward personal goals that fulfill you outside of your relationship. This approach not only ensures your happiness, but also sets the stage for a healthier, more balanced dynamic with her. When she observes that your joy and identity are not tied solely to her presence, she will view you as a strong, complete man, a man she can trust and respect. People naturally gravitate toward those who are stable and self-sufficient because they represent security, reliability, and leadership. Cultivating a purpose that transcends external validation, whether it's pursuing a career goal, mastering a skill, or enjoying a simple hobby like woodworking or fitness, these pursuits enrich your character and project strength. When she sees you actively cultivating your life, she will understand that you are a man with direction, a man who knows who he is and where he's going. The power of emotional independence isn't just about relationships. It's a skill that extends to every aspect of life, in friendships, career, and personal growth. It allows you to remain composed and focused, even in the face of setbacks. Life is unpredictable, and as Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By mastering your emotions, you become less reactive to the world around you, which not only earns respect, but also brings you peace. Incorporating Stoic principles into your life doesn't mean shutting down your emotions or becoming detached. On the contrary, it means owning your emotions and channeling them constructively. Instead of being a victim of circumstances, you become the architect of your life. In this way, you show her and the world that your emotional stability and resilience are a choice, not a condition. This subtle yet powerful shift in perspective is what makes her respect you instantly. She will see you not just as a partner, but as a leader and an equal. So, step back and assess. Are you living a life that commands respect? If not, Start today by building emotional independence, and you'll find that not only does her respect grow, but so does your own self-worth. 8. Detach from the outcome. Don't fear losing her. The fear of losing someone you care about deeply, especially a woman you're interested in or in a relationship with, can be paralyzing. But here's the truth. When you operate from a place of fear, you surrender your power. The moment you allow fear of loss to dictate your actions, you start making compromises that diminish your value, and she senses it. Women instinctively respect men who are confident, grounded, and secure in themselves. Men who embody Stoic happiness and live by the principles of Stoicism. To truly gain her respect, you must shift your focus away from the fear of losing her and onto becoming the best version of yourself. A version so strong and self-assured that she begins to see you as irreplaceable, someone she wouldn't dare to lose. When you focus on self-improvement, your health, career, mindset, and relationships, you radiate a magnetic confidence that draws people to you. Think about a man who recently went through a breakup. He could have begged her to stay, wallowed in self-pity, or bombarded her with messages trying to win her back. Instead, he chose a different path. He started hitting the gym, building his career, and reconnecting with friends. Slowly but surely, his life began to flourish, and that woman, once distant, started noticing. She saw his growth, his strength, and the way he commanded respect from others. She realized he wasn't just someone she left behind. He was someone she now admired from afar. The key to unlocking her respect lies in detaching from the outcome. This doesn't mean you don't care about her. It means you care about yourself enough to let go of desperation. When you cling to someone, fearing their departure, it's like holding sand tightly in your fist. The tighter you grip, the more it slips through your fingers. Instead, live with a sense of purpose. Dedicate yourself to your goals and passions. Women are drawn to men who have direction, not men who make her their only direction. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is controlling what you can and accepting what you can't. You can't control whether someone stays or goes, but you can control how you show up every day. You can control your attitude, your actions, and your growth. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Are you embodying that ideal? Are you becoming the man who leads himself with honor and discipline? Or are you letting fear erode your strength? Respect comes from authenticity, confidence, and unwavering self-worth. If you want to be respected and cherished, you must first respect and cherish yourself. Build a life so full and vibrant that anyone who joins you feels lucky to be part of it. Be the man who isn't afraid of loss because he knows his value is undeniable. In Stoic happiness, the foundation of contentment isn't in what you gain or lose, but in the peace that comes from knowing you are enough. 9. The allure of reverse psychology, silently punishing disrespect. Ever wondered how a high-value man uses reverse psychology to turn the tables on a woman? It's not about arguments or harsh words. It's about control, self-respect, and mastering the art of subtle influence. High-value men use reverse psychology to silently punish a woman and reclaim their power, ensuring she never takes them for granted again. This involves a deep understanding of human psychology and the ability to navigate complex emotional dynamics with grace and confidence. 10. Initial signs of interest. Reading her signals from the start. A high-value man understands how to quickly assess a woman's level of interest. Here are some of the signals to look for. A. Her eyes light up. When a woman is truly drawn to you, there's an undeniable shift in her entire demeanor the moment she sees you. This isn't a mere polite greeting. Her body language and energy level reveal everything. As soon as you walk into the room, her eyes light up, her smile broadens, and her entire posture subtly transforms. It's as if an inner switch has been flipped, and she suddenly becomes more animated and present. These are powerful signals, ones that can't easily be faked, as they come from deep emotions that she's experiencing in the moment. The quickness of her reaction is the key to understanding the intensity of her feelings. If you notice her lighting up the second she spots you, even before she has a chance to consciously react. It's a clear indication that she's genuinely thrilled by your presence. This is not just a surface-level reaction. It's her subconscious expressing the excitement she feels inside. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. In modern life, this wisdom applies when navigating relationships. If you're able to remain grounded, observant, and stoically aware of the subtle cues in others, you'll quickly understand whether someone is truly engaged with you or just going through the motions. Stoic happiness doesn't come from fleeting thrills or false excitement. It's about clarity of perception and understanding deeper, genuine connections. As a high-value man, recognizing these signs allows you to approach relationships from a position of confidence, not desperation. Stoicism teaches us to look beyond the immediate and obvious, focusing instead on what's real and enduring. If a woman lights up the moment she sees you, it's a powerful reminder that attraction runs deeper than words. It's communicated through actions, expressions, and energy. Appreciate authentic moments like these without becoming too attached to outcomes. This calm approach allows you to enjoy and navigate relationships without being overwhelmed by emotions or getting caught up in games. If you find yourself in a situation where someone greets you with genuine excitement, it's a sign to take things seriously, but don't lose yourself in it. Remain grounded in your own Stoic principles. Don't chase validation, but appreciate the connection when it arises. This is the essence of Stoic happiness, recognizing what's real, cherishing it, and maintaining your emotional balance through it all. B. She uses physical touch. When a woman greets you with a touch, it's more than just a friendly gesture. It's often her way of expressing deeper interest. Whether it's a lingering handshake, a touch on your arm, or a warm embrace, physical contact is her way of building a connection, a silent cue that she wants to be closer to you. The key lies in how long and how often she touches you. If her hand stays on your arm longer than necessary, or if she finds multiple ways to initiate contact throughout the conversation, she's likely drawn to you on a physical level. Stoic mindset says, it's not just about noticing the touch, it's about understanding what it signifies while staying grounded and composed. High-value men don't rush to conclusions. Instead, they observe calmly, staying present in the moment without letting their emotions take control. Maintaining cool while there are physical touches shows control. She maintains his cool demeanor and lets her acts speak for themselves. He doesn't need to react with excitement or flattery, because as someone with a Stoic mindset, he understands the value of remaining composed, knowing that his presence is already making an impact. C. She maintains strong eye contact. When a woman greets you and her eyes seem to lock onto yours with intensity, this is more than a casual interaction. It's a sign that she's deeply interested in you. Eye contact can reveal far more about a person's feelings than they may intend to share verbally. She's saying, I see you, and I'm interested in understanding you more. This intensity in her gaze can make you question what her intentions are, and that's where a high-value man must recognize the difference between casual attention and real desire. High-value men stay grounded in reality and keep their heads about them. If you notice that her eyes seem to search for yours in a crowded room, or that she holds your gaze even after the greeting is over, that's a clear sign of her heightened interest. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. In this case, her thoughts about you, her curiosity, her desire, and her attraction are all reflected in the way she looks at you. D. She uses your name often. If a woman consistently uses your name when she greets you, this is more than just a habit. It's a subtle yet powerful indicator that she's thinking about you on a deeper level. A woman who is genuinely interested will make sure that she personalizes the interaction by speaking your name, ensuring that the exchange feels special and unique. In this chaotic environment, a woman who focuses on you using your name as a tool to deepen the connection stands out. The act of repeating your name triggers an emotional response, creating a bond that pulls you closer together. When she says your name, it's not just about starting a conversation, it's about creating a moment where you feel seen and valued. If a woman uses your name often, take it as a signal to be present in the moment and to consider what her words and tone might be telling you. E. She asks engaging questions. When a woman greets you with genuine interest, it's a telltale sign she's crazy about you. This isn't the kind of small talk you might expect from casual interactions. Instead, her conversation shifts quickly into something more meaningful, engaging, and focused on you. Maybe she's asking about your opinion on a book you're reading or a hobby you're passionate about. This is a direct reflection of a Stoic mindset. You, as a high-value man, are selective with your time and attention. And so, her curiosity and interest reveal her respect for what makes you you. F. She mirrors your body language. When a woman mirrors your body language, it's one of the strongest subconscious signals that she is deeply interested in you, more than you might realize. You're sitting across from her, and you subtly shift your position, maybe leaning in just a bit. Suddenly, you notice her doing the same, almost like a reflection of your own actions. This isn't just a coincidence or something to ignore. It's a deeply rooted psychological response. Why does this happen? It's because humans, especially when we're attracted to someone or feel a connection, tend to mirror body language as a way of subconsciously creating rapport, trust, and comfort. The real question for you as a high-value man is, what do you do next? Do you acknowledge this nonverbal connection and allow it to fuel your ego? Or do you take it as a cue to engage deeper, not just on a physical level, but mentally and emotionally as well? G. She prolongs the greeting. In today's fast-paced world, where interactions are often brief and fleeting, it can be challenging to recognize when someone truly values your presence. But high-value men who understand Stoic happiness and practice Stoicism can see through the noise and spot genuine interest. She might suddenly bring up a shared interest or talk about a mutual experience, something she knows you'll engage with. It's almost as if she's created a new thread in the conversation to make sure it doesn't end too soon. This isn't just small talk. It's a subtle form of attachment. She's subconsciously telling you that your company brings her joy and she wants more of it. If she seems reluctant to end your interaction, it's because in that moment you are her priority. Conclusion. This exploration into the silent language of attraction, guided by the wisdom of Stoicism, reveals that true magnetic attraction is not about chasing fleeting desires or manipulating emotions, but about cultivating a powerful inner core of self-worth, integrity, and unwavering confidence. By embracing the principles of emotional independence, consistency, and a detachment from the outcome, men can transform themselves from being overlooked to being unforgettable, earning not just a woman's attention, but her genuine respect and admiration. Remember, this journey is not about external validation, but about becoming the best version of yourself, a man who leads with purpose, lives with intention, and commands respect through the very essence of his being. This is the path to Stoic happiness, a life of genuine connection, unwavering contentment, and lasting fulfillment. The journey to magnetic attraction is a journey of self-discovery, self-mastery, and ultimately self-fulfillment. It's a journey that will transform you from being a pursuer to being pursued, from being a follower to being a leader, and from being a mere observer to being a master of your own destiny.